Good morning students. In this class we will discuss about life processes, a unique chapter from 10th biology. So let's start. So first of all, we have to know what do you mean by a life processes. So let us write down the definition first. What do we mean by life processes? All the process which are required to sustain and maintain the life of an organism. That is called as your life processes. So let us take an example of an organism. So let's take an example of a unicellular organism that is your amoeba. Or we can take an example of a multicellular organism. Let us take our example, that is human being. So if I will ask you, what does an amoeba do to sustain its life? So what will be your answer? If I will ask you, you will say me, ma'am, it will grow in size. Okay, the amoeba or the unicellular organism will grow in size to sustain its life. It will first grow. And any other will say, ma'am, it will move from here to there. That means it will locomote or locomotion will be there. And after locomotion, another key concept will be reproduction. Same question if I will ask about human being. What does a human being or a young girl or a young baby does to survive? So first of all, same answer will be there. They will grow. A baby will grow. It will grow in height, grow in shape, they grow in size. Okay, grow in weight. That is growth. Okay, that is first it will grow. Second one, same. They will walk, they will talk, they will run. So the second one will be also the locomotion. And whenever this young child will go to will be greater one, or we can take it will be a younger or young man, then it will follow the process of reproduction. Okay, so all three processes are somewhat equal with each other. So let me ask you to do these things. It may be unicellular, it may be multicellular. If I will ask you, what does an amoeba and an human being does to survive or to do this type of activity? What they need? The first and foremost thing we need in our life is, yes, energy. Very much. The first and foremost thing we know, the process or the thing we need to do all this activity. That may be a unicellular, that may be a multicellular, doesn't matter. Everybody will need some energy to sustain their life. And where does this energy come from? That is a very good question. Where does we get the energy? We get this energy from the food. Okay, food gives us energy. In case of animals, food gives us energy. And intake of this food by our body is known as nutrition, which is the first life processes. Okay, so to get energy, we should eat the food, and eating that food or the process of eating the food and getting energy from that process is known as your nutrition. So let us discuss about the nutrition. So first life process is your nutrition. So after the nutrition, the body has break down the food to simpler sugars, simpler forms. Okay, complex sugar to simpler forms. Okay, so simpler food that should be break down. The food should be break down to get the proper energy. So we can break the food by the presence of oxygen also, by the absence of oxygen also. We the aerobic animals or organisms, we follow the path of breaking down the food by presence of oxygen. So that process in which we break down the food by the help of oxygen, that process is known as your respiration. Okay. These are the common life processes. First one is nutrition, second one is your respiration. Third one is what? We have broken down the food materials and had got the energy from it. But after that process or respiration, there must be some waste material will be there, and we must get rid out of that waste material from our body. So for our well-being, it is needed that we should get rid of that waste material. The process in which we are getting rid of that waste material from our body to outside our body, that process is known as excretion. Okay, last. To do this excretion, we have done the respiration in our muscle cell, in the cell of the mitochondria. There the waste material are present. So the waste material are taken from the muscle to the lungs or the kidney, and this circular process is going on to circulate the excretory materials and also the energy or any type of sugar from one part to another part. That process is going on continuously. That process is called as transportation. That is another life processes. So transportation we have already doesn't collaborate with your organism. So in case of animal, it is also called as circulation or circulation. So in case of animal, it is circulation, and in case of plants, it is called as transportation. So this is all about the 4 life processes we have to discuss in the next classes. So what is nutrition? If you will relate this nutrition process with any type of organs of our body, that is your digestive system. It is your digestive system. You can take a different type of digestive glands, stomach, intestines, all are associated with nutrition. Okay, second one. What is respiration related with? Respiration is related with mitochondria and different type of cell. Okay, where the respiration is going on. Okay, what is excretion? Which organ is related with respiration? So respiration is excretion. Excretion, if we are considering the nitrogenous waste material, so nitrogenous waste material is being purified in your kidney itself. Next one is your transportation or circulatory system. Circulatory system is related with your heart, your favorite organ, that is heart. So this is all about the 4 life processes. So these are the 4 life processes we have to read in the next classes. So till then, you just revise this and try to understand these concepts. These are very easy concepts. So till then, thank you.